And that's my alarm clock. The guy just woke me up. There's 3 spots. There's 3 empty spots on that side, and somebody just woke him up because he was blocking the space, and he started turning and he hit me in my in the fender. So now I backed out. You know, not like a 10-year-old guy. I don't know, not freshly out of school like an older guy. But he says, "I'm sorry." He says somebody just was pushing him, and I said, "Geez, look, I feel like so much space over here." And that's what happens. Basically, it's always a bad idea, you know, when the truck stop or parking lot is very busy. That's what happens. People go crazy, they park all over the place, and then they try to get out. And now it's 5:41. Well, I took a bunch of pictures. I post them here in the back. Took a copy of his driver's license, so just gonna send it all to my insurance company. Too bad there's no witnesses, right? It happened at night, but it's not too bad. I think the headlight and there's some scratches on the fender. But knowing that it's very expensive, I think it's gonna be like anywhere from $500 to $1,000 Canadian. After the guy hit me, I got out of there, and I was afraid to, but there was no time to sleep, so I just went in here and tried to make that corner and then park somewhere there, but I couldn't make the corner because of have these big rocks over there, right on the corner, like to turn into the driveway where the truck is going now. You see that one? And there's a huge rocks. And because I have, all axles down, well, axle 3 is up on the trailer, but the temperature is crazy. +1, 33 or 34 F. And I was parked somewhere there, so the rest area building is over here. But so yeah, it's not too bad, just a scratch, and the headlight seems a bit loosey. Loose. I opened the hood, I looked underneath, nothing is broken, but when I push on the top part of the headlight, it moves, I think it probably broke some plastic, thing where the screw goes in, but I cannot see it because you have to take the entire thing out. But $500 minimum, I'm guessing. And I did my permit thing in the morning, since the guy woke me up, right? Took me a half an hour to get out of that spot, because because I'm so long again. I went in, I couldn't make it, I tried to back, and I was afraid, shit, I'm gonna hit somebody, it's dark. So basically, that's another lesson. Like, once I did a video about this, saying that how do you park at a truck stop, and my international was very unlucky in this regard. I think I got hit 3 times and each time it was at the parking lot. And Mac, I got hit only once. Again, the guy was backing, and he hit my drive axle tire, right? And he paid me like $200 US, but it cost me over 400 for the tire plus labor. It was more than $400, but the guy was a newbie, and I don't know how, like, yeah, it was dark again. See, dark, and he hit me on his blind side. Again, he was trying to back, like I was standing like this, and he was trying to back into this space, but he was turning from that direction going back, and so he hit me on his blind side, which he cannot see, and it was dark, you know. And so basically, if you don't have experience backing, do not back when it's dark, when it's raining, when you cannot see, especially when you're trying to back to somebody on your blind side. It's very dangerous. But yeah, from now on, this is crazy rest area. I'm gonna avoid it at all costs. And basically, another tip is if the truck stop is too busy, like you see like one spot left but people park all over the place, that's never a good sign, you know, because people will go crazy, just like what happened with this guy, right? And like I said, I forgot if I mentioned this in the first clip, but he parked illegally somewhere, basically where people drive, and somebody woke him up because he needed to get out. And so this guy is sleepy, you know, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I think it was like 5:30. And how do you go towards my left? There was, I think, 3 spots. Like on this side there was 3, no, on this side, because I was facing this way and he was coming from here. On this side there was 3 spots. So he could have gone much wider, you know, but because he was asleep, I mean, just 5 minutes ago he was asleep. So he put the guy behind the wheel, and it's like he's drunk, you know. I'm not saying he was drunk, but I'm just saying that, you know, how are you supposed to drive when you just wake up, right? And it's a good thing that I don't have these anymore, right? Because if I had this thing over here, he would damage it. See, so he hit it here, he hit it here, and see, the light is moving. You see, this one is like this, not moving. But this one, something is broken, and then he hit this, but that's nothing. So the hood is not broken, just a couple of scratches. It's easy fix, but of course they'll have to paint it. And there's still ice on my trailer. I try to clean it up again. I just don't want these loose pieces of ice, you know, to fly off the trailer when I'm driving. All right, we all warmed up. Time now is 8:19. Time to go. I hope I can get out like this. So I'm gonna go this way, just where that blue car is going. That I actually walked over there to see, because some of these places it's very hard to get out, you know, when you're very long. But over there it's a very wide spot. So anyway, that's what happens. Of course, it never feels nice. You feel kind of like down, even though it's a small damage, but you know, very unpleasant when somebody is like, you gotta be careful, you know. You drive a big vehicle, you gotta be careful. You gotta watch your 6, you gotta watch your mirrors, you gotta watch all sides, you know. Anyway, and it was a French company, it was a company from Quebec. Stay safe.